Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to unbox and set up this TCL Series 4 50-inch TV. So as I said in the intro, this is a TCL Series 4. It is a Android TV version, so they do have Roku TV versions of this. This one I got on sale from Best Buy for $300. And as you can see, TCL Enjoy More. You have a picture of the TV with the Android TV layout on there. And it does say here that it has stunning picture, 4K UHD picture quality, high dynamic range, advanced digital TV tuner. On the top of the box, it does tell you how to open it. So as you can see, we open it at the top, take out the instructions, the remote, battery, all that stuff. Then you have a second person help you take it out. Obviously don't push on the actual screen itself. And then you can put the stand on, and we'll put it up here. And this is what you get on the top of the TV. So you do get a piece of styrofoam, as you can see here, and you have the two pieces for the stand, and then you do have your remote screws for the stand, the plug for it, as well as your instructions. Now, once you get the TV out, you want to place it face down on a flat surface. So I put a towel down on this surface so I won't mess up the screen. So that way you can actually put the stands on the TV itself. And you will need a Phillips head screwdriver to screw in the stands for this TV. All right, just to briefly show you the inputs on this TV. They are on the left-hand side. You do have your power on the right-hand side. So that is your AC input here. On the opposite side, the ports available here, you do have a USB. You also have an Ethernet port. We have 3 HDMIs. Your first one is your ARC port. These are, I believe, HDMI 2.0. We do have an antenna or cable in, so your coaxial. We have an adapter, and that is for your yellow, white, and red inputs, so the RCA inputs. You do also have a headphone jack, as well as an optical out. Now, taking a quick look at our remote here, you can see it is a kind of long, thin remote. We do have a couple things here. So at the top, you can see we have our power key at the top right. A is your options key. B, power. C is your watch list. So that is the one that looks like kind of a bookmark. You have your Google Assistant button here. You do have a settings key, 4-way toggle with an OK button in the center. You have a back key. You have a home key. We have, let's see, what is this key? That is K. No, that is J. And that is going to be your live guide. You have mute on the side. You have a virtual keyboard button, which is L right here. And then in the middle, that one is M. That is your quick panel. And then you have TCL Home for this key. You have 4 quick toggles for a couple of different streaming services such as Netflix, YouTube, TCL Channel, and Prime Video. On the side, you'd have your volume controls similar to a Roku, all up and down and mute. And then on the back, there's nothing there. So pretty simple remote overall, and should be pretty easy to use. And this TV does take 2 AAA batteries. All right, let's turn it on for the first time. All right, we get a TCL logo. All right, we get the Android TV logo. Or Google TV, excuse me. All right, here we are at setup. So it's asking the language, so I'll choose English. All right, it's asking to select the region. United States is where I'm at. All right, so it's saying to set up Google TV or set up basic TV. So it looks like you have a choice. So if you sign in with Google TV, you have movies and TV shows from your favorite streaming services, personalized recommendations, Google Assistant, live TV, and external devices. If you go with just basic TV, you have live TV and external devices only. So you can do either or, but if you don't really trust having a smart TV, you can just do the basic TV option. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up Google TV, so I wanna have everything here. Now, in order to set this up, you can do 2 things. So you can use the Google Home app, and that is available on iOS or Android, and you would use this QR code to set it up, or you can set up the TV, set up on the TV instead. So the easiest, quickest option to do is through the Google Home app, so I'm gonna do that right now. Now, after opening the Google Home app, you can see that it does offer to set up a Google TV device, as it can detect it on the Wi-Fi network. So if I click that, it's going to ask me which home I want to use. So if you do have multiple homes or different areas, you can choose whichever one you want to use. I'm just going to use home. It is now going to look for the device, and it should find the device based on the name. So in the corner of the TV, you'll see it has a Google TV name here. So I'm just waiting for it to find that. All right, it's now found the device, so just make sure that it matches up, obviously. Not sure many people are gonna be setting up a Google TV at the same time, but just verify. Once you have, you'll go ahead and click next. Now it's asking to scan the QR code, so we're gonna go ahead and go to our TV and scan this QR code. So let's do that here. All right, it's got the scanned QR code now, and it is now connecting to the Google TV device. Now, without showing you my email address, it is asking to accept the Google Terms of Service and Google Play Terms of Service. This is not the only one you'll have. You'll actually have one from TCL as well. Now it's gonna ask you where the device is. So I'm gonna choose where it is. So this one is in my living room. You can, however, choose a custom one. So choose living room and then hit next. And now it's gonna ask you for your Wi-Fi network. So choose the one that you want. You will have to enter the password again. And now it's gonna connect to Wi-Fi. And we'll go. Once it's connected to your Wi-Fi, it's gonna ask you to sign in with your Google account. And it says it will be signed in with your Google TV device to enable personalized TV. It's gonna offer more Google services. So it's asking if you wanna use your device location, help improve it, choose recommendations. So you can go down on that and that will tell you what it's gonna do. And then services and privacy. So you can alter these different things if you don't want them on or if you want them on. You just hit accept when you're done. Now, if you've previously done your voice with Google Assistant, you most likely won't have to do it, but you may have to do it if you haven't done that before. But what it's telling you here is you can search across all your TV apps to search for different TV shows and movies. And so we're gonna hit allow, and it's gonna ask, yeah, so it's told me that I've already set up recognition and personalization for the device, so voice match is on. However, if you've never done that before, it will ask you to do that, so it'll recognize your voice. All right, now we're at the choose your subscriptions option. So you can go in here and choose your subscriptions that you have, and it'll download them in the background once it starts setting up. So it has YouTube selected, but you have a bunch here. So I'll select a couple I have. So I do have Disney Plus, I have Hulu, Prime Video, HBO Max. I do have Peacock TV as well. We'll do Paramount Plus. And you have music services as well. It's like Pandora and Spotify. So you could use those as well. So there's just a couple of them, but you can go to the store and actually download more. So now it's gonna ask you to choose an ambient mode. So you can use your Google Photos. So choose photos from your slides if you wanna do that, or you can choose from Art Gallery, which I'm gonna do here. And then once you do that, it does give you some different options of art you can choose. So this is basically like a screensaver. So if you do leave your TV on in a standby setting. So you do have a couple here, so you can just uncheck or check them. So you have featured photos, fine art, Earth and space, street art, and captured on Pixel. So that's from their Google Pixel phones. So that's a pretty cool feature. So we'll just go ahead and click next when we're done. All right, and then they're gonna offer this stay in the know. So it's gonna ask you if you wanna stay up to date on Google TV and related features, services, and offers, and this basically is through your email. So you can decline that or accept that. I personally am not going to accept this one. All right, and then you have a little review of what is being set up. So you have your device, which is this living room TV with ambient mode, and then you're gonna go ahead and click next, and it should start to install everything in the background. So it says complete setup on TV with the remote. And as you can see, we have a little spinny wheel. Now it's gonna ask you the environment that you wanna use it in. So obviously we're gonna choose home. If you are in a store, you can put store mode. We're gonna put home mode here. All right, and then you do have the user agreements for TCL. So as I mentioned before, Google agreements, and you also have TCL agreements because they have their TCL TV apps as well on here. So we'll go ahead and agree to that. You also can, additionally offer performance and analysis data if you want to, so you can just go over and check that if you want to. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and just agree without that. So you can go back to your TV settings and change this at any time. Now you can also allow automatic updates, and what this will do is it'll just update in the background when it's off, and your TV is not technically off, it's just in standby mode doing its thing in the background. So we'll go ahead and allow that. You can disallow that if you don't want to. Now, even though I have been using the remote the entire time, you do have to pair the remote. So what it says here is to press and hold the home and OK buttons on your remote at the same time. Keep the remote within 3 feet of the TV during the pairing process, and then click the right button to skip the remote pairing. So I don't know why you have to do this, but we'll go ahead and do it real quick. Once we've paired the remote, we will have our apps installed in the background. Now this is a little different than Roku does it, and I kind of like the way Roku does it better. As soon as you are done selecting the apps, and while you're still in the setup process, it starts installing that stuff in the background so that your TV is more quickly ready. So unfortunately with Google TV, they don't do that. So this does take a little bit. And as we can see, after everything is installed, you are able to go into the menu, but it does have an immediate update. So this release says optimizes product experience and performance improvements. So we'll go ahead and do that. You can do it later if you want to, but we've already taken this long, so may as well just go ahead and do the update. All right, after our update, we are finally at our home screen. So as you can see, we have a couple of things here. So at the top, you do have your Google search. You do have a For You page, which will aggregate things that it thinks you will like based on what you've watched. You do have a movies section as well. We also have a shows section and apps section, so you can go to their app store and download more. You also have your library where you can see anything you've purchased, rented, that kind of thing there. If you go to the right, you also have your account, and then you also have a couple different options there. So you have your settings, you do have the time, you have your inputs, as well as picture adjustment. So just taking a quick look here at our For You page, we can see that we have a couple different movies. Now, what it shows you is the name of the movie, shows you the service that it's on, its Rotten Tomato score, its rating. It shows what the category is, the year, and the total time of the movie. You can go over and see, this is a show, so this one is a specific episode from HBO Max. It's TVMA. It was released on December 6, 2020. It's 54 minutes long. If you go down, you have a list of all your apps that are installed. Now, as you can see, it has a nice little glow around each of the icons as you scroll through them, but you can also download more as you see fit. You also have some featured sections here, so we do have Chris Paul's watch list, and that is a featured section. We scroll down, we have 2020 shows. You also have some advertisements in here, unfortunately, but most of these do have advertisements. You have action shows, you have recommendations, 2010 movies, horror movies, recommended videos on YouTube, and more here. So there are quite a few different options on here. And before I go, I'll go ahead and show you just a quick sample of the picture as well as the sound, so you can get an idea of how this is going to look and sound when you have this TV. All right, so we'll watch a quick trailer of The Dark Knight Rises. All right, so it should load pretty quickly.
There's a storm coming.
You sound like you're looking forward to it.
I'm adaptable.
What are you? I'm Gotham's reckoning.
Alright guys, so there you have it. This has just been an unboxing and setup of this TCL 4 Series 50-inch TV. Hopefully that gives you kind of an idea of what you'll be looking at if you get one of these. The picture on this looks pretty good, especially considering the price. Viewing angles seem to be okay as well. You could see a little bit of glare on it, but overall for the cost, it's really a decent TV. Sound is also pretty good, just from my first listen with this trailer that we just watched together here. So if you guys have any questions or comments on this TV, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.